My correct people, welcome back to my channel. Another tori don land una domot, make una wake up, carry tea, carry bread, sit down. Make I gist una as e dey hot on top social media. They don carry another news hit the palace. We no know whether we go call am good news, we no know whether we go call am bad news. But maybe in the eyes of the court, it could be referred to as a bad news because normally Queen Naomi's pregnancy is something that is supposed to be well pampered, taken care of, and made sure that the way the court has announced the arrival of these babies, that is how it will be. But it is so unfortunate that we are hearing another story as Queen Naomi came back from the hospital because something happened between Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi Mama. After Kabiyesi said, late mom, we heard that she gave Queen Naomi a necklace. Then after that, then Kabiyesi's late mom now did something that landed Queen Naomi in the hospital. And from the hospital, now we come to hear this news, which might not sound well to us. My people, before we proceed, make I first welcome una to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to the time this information is getting to us. It's your girl again, Live Gist Plus. I don't carry Suri from the palace of Kabiyesi. How una day? I beg if you never subscribe to our channel, please kindly do subscribe. And then to you, my returning subscribers, I appreciate you guys so much. So this information is about Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi's relationship. The pregnancy is about to cause something in their relationship. Now, the bad news or the good news is that Queen Naomi has sworn never and never and never to give birth in the palace. And this strike Kabiyesi because the courts have already said, according to what the priest said, though we don't know if it is the courts that actually said it, that Queen Naomi is going to give birth in that palace and never outside the palace. And Queen Naomi has been working towards that, but seeing the kind of challenges coming from north, east, west, and south, coming everywhere, Queen Naomi could no longer condone that as she began to option out. She don't tell Kabiyesi say, you cannot stop me from giving birth outside the palace. I cannot give birth inside this palace because a lot is happening in here and which I cannot stay and watch and see and watch these people destroy what I've labored for all this while. So it happens that when Queen Naomi landed in the hospital, according to what we heard, she found out that the position of one of the babies changed. The position changed, which is not supposed to be so, and which took her a lot of pains, a lot of medicine, a lot of pains to be able to reshuffle the baby back. And when Naomi came to thought of it, if this is like this as I've not even given birth, how is it going to be on the time of my delivery? Who knows what will happen? So Queen Naomi is now urging Kabiyesi to please go and let the courts know. They should reschedule. They should change their mind that she, Queen Naomi Shinekune Ogunwusi, will not be having her baby in this palace. That this is really too much for her. That it is too much for her to bear. How can she give birth in the palace where a lot of things has happened, where they don't even want the baby? Nobody in that palace is supporting her except Faruko and Kabiyesi and Dr. Nizi. Then why would she give birth to her baby in the midst of people who do not like her baby? So how is it going to look like? How is it going to sound? Fear gripped her because this one that happened that caused her too much stress for her to fix the baby's back. She said no, she cannot. And this has brought a big quarrel, according to what we heard, argument I don't know. People are saying Kabiyesi is not considerate. That Kabiyesi should consider the health of Queen Naomi and the baby. But Kabiyesi is insisting this is what the courts want. And as they want it, that is how you are going to do it. You don't have to go against the plans of the courts or the way they want their thing to be. Queen Naomi was shouting, this is after my life. The palace is after my life. I have to go and give birth outside, not in the palace. And this is what the scenario these people want to create. You know, these women, they always find their way to almost achieve what they want to achieve. This is what they created. This is what they wanted. They wanted it to be like, oh, fine. Okay, fine. You come and give birth, let's see, because they said the arrival of those babies in the palace is going to cause, in fact, it's going to be loud. It is their worst nightmare on Queen Naomi's delivery day. It will be their worst nightmare that day, that they see how things happen. The kind of celebration, the kind of loudness, the kind of thing, the kind of joy it's going to bring in the palace. And they have succeeded in trying to change her mind. So she just came back from the hospital and announced the bad news to the people, to the palace, to Kabiyesi, to Paropo, that she is not going to give birth in this palace. How do you expect me to do this in the midst of 6 powerful women who are there, powerful, waiting for her to devour? Now, people are talking, a lot of side talks are coming out that Queen Naomi should consider give birth in the palace, nothing will happen to your baby. Another people are saying, Queen Naomi, forget the court, so use your own the court that you serve. Born your pikin where you dey, nothing will happen to your marriage. After all, if anything happen to you, let it happen to it. You will not, because of your marriage, and lose three plates. I don't know between these two which one is good advice. For you to advise Queen Naomi, instead of her to lose her baby, please lose the marriage, leave Kabiyesi, face your life. While others are saying nothing will happen to your baby. Don't you know the court is served? Born am for the palace, nothing mega, nothing shele. A lot of advices, people commenting, people fighting over the issue wey no concern them, people beating each other. In fact, they say people fight on top Queen Naomi matter. They really fought on top Queen Naomi matter. Why? Because they are dragging if Queen Naomi should stay back in the palace or if she shouldn't stay back in the palace. And everybody was just busy choking mouth and saying their own opinion. And you know what? My own opinion and your own opinion will still count till tomorrow. Yes, our opinion will count, because who knows? Our opinion might be the best. Personally, I would advise Queen Naomi, please. I don't know about the cost of the land. I don't know how they operate. They have chosen Queen Naomi. Now they marry Queen Naomi for Kabiyesi. Even though it seems Kabiyesi, the world have not seen it that way. But it is the courts that married this wife for Kabiyesi. They directed Kabiyesi towards her. And that is why she's recognized worldwide. She's recognized both spiritual and physical in Ile-Ife. So they chose her. They knows what is best for her. They know how to protect her equally. They know how they have been protecting this baby. If they don't want to protect this baby, this thing where Kabiyesi mama stepmom did to Queen Naomi allegedly, the thing for cause her miscarriage. But all the time when you hear say they hit am, they hit am. See, uneasy lies the head that wears a crown. It is not going to be easy. They have already told Queen Naomi right from day one, before she now accepted to go back to Kabiyesi and sign forever with him. They told her it is not going to be easy. Expect a lot. Much is still going to happen. Things will happen. So expect it. Don't think that is the end of it. Don't think as you have reconcile with Kabiyesi that everything is going to be fine. No, it is not going to be smooth. They have told her area on over and over and over again. It is not going to be smooth. So as we are hearing this thing, we don't hear say it is not going to be smooth. We should not advise her to leave. She might be making this, saying all these things based on she's frustrated at the moment, she feels bad, she has fears. But that will not stop her from doing what the court wants. The cost of the land shows her for Kabiyesi. Do you understand that? Very clear. So let her stay in the palace and give birth. The devil is just trying to use her. She will run out of the palace now, and if anything happens, will the court be able to protect the children where they are going, where she's carrying them to? And do you think these Oloris, if they still want to do her anything, won't they still chase her, reach where she dey run go? So, I mean, I personally believe that she should stay back in the palace. The courts that have been protecting her right from time where they knack am akpako for stomach, reach this one where Kabiyesi mama do. Let she stay there and prove to them that she's stubborn in the spirit and is physical, and they will not do her anything. Let them be able to realize that they will not do her any damn thing. Yes, they won't do her, they can't do more than pap. They will not do her anything. So the earlier she accepts to born this pikin in the palace, the better. She better allow herself to, she don't allow herself to be used by the devil. They will not be laughing, oh, they succeeded. They push her out of the palace because they don't want to see the nightmare that is coming. Big one, it go loud, and they don't want it. They don't want to set her out so that she can be in the shadow. At this point, Kabiyesi needs to stand strong by her and stand on his ground. You are not living anywhere. You are going to give birth to this pikin in the palace. That is my personal opinion. I don't know your personal opinion, but I do not support what Queen Naomi is saying. And I equally understand that she is doing this. She's saying this because she's frustrated at the moment. She felt bad about the whole thing at the moment. It is fine. Let her calm down. Let her calm down. Better days are ahead. Yes, they have said it in prophecy so many times that it is not going to be easy for her. But let her also remember that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, at the end of the tunnel, there is light. So after you don't pass through the thorns, you enter your glory. And then there will be no more counterparts. There will be no more Oloris. Only Queen Naomi and Kabiyesi children. And that will be a forever happy living after. What if she runs out of the palace now and the court start, let's say, God will always protect her. She runs out of the palace and it sparks another reaction now. Kabiyesi, these people will not penetrate into Kabiyesi again. Because once she gives birth out of the palace, she will stay there for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months until the baby is ready to be welcomed in the palace. Those babies. Then, what if these women find, it is Queen Naomi's closeness to Kabiyesi, she coming to and fro to the palace doing one or two things. That is what is preventing the Oloris. That is what is preventing the Oloris from doing anything funny to Kabiyesi. Now they will not win. But if Queen Naomi say, I don't come out, so you can't come out. At the last time, what will happen to Queen Naomi? And then they will now find time to penetrate Kabiyesi. I don't know if you are getting me. So my people, would you say this is a bad news or a good news? Queen Naomi moving out of the palace finally to go and have childbirth outside, or should she stay back in the palace and please give birth to these children in the palace? The courts know the best why they want it so. So which one do you think is preferable among the two, and which one would you advise her to do? For me, I've already said my opinion. She shouldn't panic. They will try, but they will fail. They have been trying and they will still fail. So people, kindly drop your comments on the comment section. Please give this video a thumbs up, and please don't forget that all these are unverified information making waves on the social media and should not be regarded as facts. Thank you.